Kanal, English, Ember, is a 2015 Indian Malayalam-language thriller road movie, directed by M. Padmakumar and written by S. Suresh Babu. The film stars Mohanlal, Anoop Menon, Atul Kulkarni, Pratap Pothan, Honey Rose, Sheelu Abraham, and Nikita Thukral. The film was produced by Abaam Movies in association with Aashirvad Cinemas. Ouseppachan and Vinu Thomas composed the soundtrack. The principal photography commenced in May 2015 in Kochi and completed in August. Kochi, Hyderabad, Karwar, Goa, and Qatar were the filming locations. The film released in India on October 22, 2015. The story is set against the backdrop of a global recession in United Arab Emirates. The story revolves around a thriller revenge plot that has resulted from the recession. The story explores the basic nature of cruelty and love and human nature through the lives of four individuals: John David, Mohanlal, and Anthuraman, Anoop Menon, Ragachandran, Pratap Pothan, and Karwar Matthew, Atul Kulkarni. The story starts in a train journey, where John David, Mohanlal, and Anthuraman, Anoop Menon, are traveling in the second class. John talks to various passengers, picks up a conversation with an Anthuraman and tells him that he has seen him somewhere. The train breaks down and everyone gets down to have refreshment. John suggests Anoop that they hop onto a passing lorry and then take a taxi. Meanwhile, John identifies him as owner of Pravasi Malayalam channel in Dubai sometimes back. They reach a nearby town by lorry and take a room in a local lodge. That night they drink together and shares each other's story. John works as an animator in a big concern. During his childhood he fell in love with Anne in Assam. He lived in orphanage where Anne used to visit with her father. When he was 10 years her family moved due to her father's transfer. John studied and moved out of orphanage, got job. Later at 36 years he moved to Dubai for a job. There he meets Anne again. He comes to know that she is married. He at times meets her. Suddenly Anne and her husband meets with an accident where her husband dies. John feels lucky, proposes to Anne after all the rituals get over. He feels that life has given him his chance for waiting so long. He marries Anne. Now he asks Anthuraman, as why is he upset and what is he bothering? Anthuraman shares his flashback. He runs a channel in Kerala, where all news is given accurately. He takes loan and arranges for fund, and opens a new channel in Dubai. His wife asks him if this move is required and is it safe. He wants make big in life. He moves to Dubai to run the channel. A big recession attacks UAE where almost all contractors lose the job and are asked to move out of Dubai. Most of their visa gets cancelled and are deported ASAP. And Anthuraman's channel keeps capturing this news. He also runs short of fund for the channel, he is unable to pay the debt, and one day he has to return back to Kerala. His sudden visit worries his wife. The money lenders chase him over phone and threatens. He changes his house, phone number. He and his wife have a heated argument and he leaves the house. Now he is on the run. John suggests him that, if he accompanies him to Karwar next day, who knows, God might give him the money he needed. They both go to sleep and head to Karwar next day morning by a car. They arrive at an estate, meets Ragachandran, Pratap Pothan, and his family. John and Raghu's daughter met in Facebook a year back and had been talking on a resort proposal. This meeting is to materialize that. The daughter and John shares an intimate moment. A big party hosted. Later that night after everyone leaves, John threatens Raghu and asks to transfer all his money to an account, after showing him a photo. Raghu is shocked. He obliges and his wife is also next to him. They hand over all the cash at home to him. His daughter walks to that room and gets shocked too by seeing the photo. Once the money is transferred, John kills all three of them. John calls an Anthuraman on his cell and asks him to join upstairs. Once he reaches, he shoots a video of him holding the dying daughter. Now they both pack up and leave from there. And Anthuraman shouts in the car while traveling. John stops the car, and Anthuraman gets out of the car and argues with him. John yells saying that it's his fate to be here. Throws a bag at him which has money and leaves from there. Parallelly, an actress is found dead near a train track in her car. Her husband Karwar Matthew is informed. He flies from UAE to India for the identification. He watches all the CCTV footages after he gets to know that all the money in his account has been transferred 30 minutes before her death. He finds a man in the video, spending a lot of time with his wife in their house. Kurunvala calls Raghu and tries to inform, but it was too late. Kurunvala reaches Karwar to find out all three are dead. Here also he watches the party video recording and finds the same person. He tries to track him down after seeing Anatharaman next to the new person. Anatharaman, after reaching his home, reconciles with his wife. His father-in-law promises to help him out of debt. He hides the money which was given by John. Kurunvala gets in contact with Anatharaman, meets him and tells that he saw the video recording. And also tells that he is John's next target. Anatharaman confesses that he has no knowledge of why John is doing this. Later that day Anatharaman sees John following Kurunvala, and he also follows. All three reach Kurunvala's house. John asks Kurunvala to confess what he knows. Kurunvala shares that, during the recession Kurunvala, Raghu both family were to be deported where Anne's father saw them in the High Commission and helped them to arrange the visa. Both families did not want to go out of UAE, they were paranoid about the fact to return to India and do what for their living. They were jealous on Anne's family of how rich they were and how sophisticated they were. That's when they planned to murder the whole family after looting their money. John told that the family killed by Kurunvala and the others was his wife, her father, mother and 4 infants. Kurunvala and his wife threatened Anne's father to transfer the money and asked them to board the car. Once all of them boarded, they filled the car with carbon monoxide and killed them. Escaped with more than 35 million. When this news reached John, who was in Assam for a project, he traveled back and started digging as the money went missing. He was devastated to see his infants in the mortuary. He has not even met them due to his tight deadline in the project. Hence he traced all the clues, tracked each one of them and took revenge for what was done to his family. He befriended Raghu's daughter over Facebook and earned her trust, meanwhile kept meeting Kurunvala's wife, impressed her, gained her trust and made her transfer the money, after which he kills her the same way in the car as was did to his family. Next was Raghu's family at Karwar, now Kurunvala. He makes him drink poison. He falls down from chair after drinking. Now he holds his leg and tells, "You are finished, John." John tells Anatharaman that he has been the witness as the Ant family car accident case was brainstormed in Anatharaman's channel in UAE, where he gave a verdict as accident. Kurunvala's wife indirectly paid him to give such verdict. Kurunvala livecast this whole thing in Facebook from his CCTV. The case was dismissed. After few years, Anatharaman is a book writer now. He is nominated for his book Paid News is Paid Murder. He thanks John for all his support and guidance in another train journey. The film was officially announced at the end of January 2015, which was said to be a revenge thriller genre story revolving around 2 individuals with revengeful mind. Mohanlal, Padmakumar, and Suresh Babu were collaborating for the second time after Shikhar, 2010, which was also a revenge thriller. In the beginning of February 2015, Padmakumar said to the Times of India that he wanted to shoot the movie in a realistic way. Kanal revolves around 2 people who are stuck in Dubai, affected by the recession, and are now back to God's own country. The 2 don't share a similar lifestyle and have had different experiences in Dubai. What happens after they meet in Kerala forms the plot of the story. The filming was then said to start in August 2015. In May 2015, Padmakumar further explained about the subject. The story unfolds during a train journey. 2 unknown people meet in the train and how this journey changes their lives forms the plot. According to Padmakumar, about Mohanlal's character, there will be multiple variations in his get-up as the movie will capture 3 to 4 stages of his life. The film is marketed with the tagline "Every end has an old beginning." A popular young actor was said to share screen space alongside Mohanlal in an equally important role. The production team asked suggestions for names from the audience through social platforms. Speculated names of Prithviraj Sukumaran and Dulquer Salman surfaced. Finally, Anoop Menon was fixed. After writer Suresh Babu narrated the script to Anoop, he was immediately signing on the project, after his excitements about the film. Anoop, who had earlier done few small roles in some Mohanlal films, is doing an equally important full-length character opposite him. Anoop announced the news through his Facebook page on May 3. Atul Kulkarni will also essay a key role. It was reported that he will play an intense role and will be an antagonist. Nikita Thukral is making her comeback into Mollywood with the film. It was the first time she was working with Mohanlal. Nikita said, she has combination scenes with Mohanlal and Kulkarni, which is a love triangle. She completed her shooting portions in Kerala with June 2015. Honey Rose shared screen space with Mohanlal for the first time. She played the role of his wife, who is a teacher in a Doha-based international school. Few of her scenes were shot around Middle East. Innocent plays a bar owner who is in search of megamanikium to escape his ill fortune. The film's launch and puja function was held on May 21, 2015 on Mohanlal's birthday. But Mohanlal was not present at the event as he was in a short vacation in Japan after his tight film schedules. The principal photography commenced on May 22, 2015 in Kochi. The filming was supposed to start from the first week of June, but got preponed due to an undisclosed reason. Mohanlal joined the sets on 26 May. In June 2015, a picture of Mohanlal kissing actor Innocent in his cheek inside a train compartment, which was a recreation of a movie scene from 1990 Malayalam film number 20 Madras Mail, was well received in social networking sites. The sequence was shot inside the Ramoji Film City, Hyderabad. The first schedule was completed in Hyderabad, where Ramoji Film City was a major location. The second schedule, which went on in Kochi, mainly featured actors including Anoop Menon, Sheelu Abraham, and Honey Rose. The last schedule was at Qatar. After receiving permissions, the team started shooting in Doha as per the schedule on July 17, 2015. The shooting was held at locations in Doha Corniche, Banana Island, and the Sealine Beach Resort at May Said. An Indian school and a hospital was also part of the shoot. About the filming locations, Padmakumar spoke to the newspaper Qatar Tribune. The beauty of Doha has hardly been shown in Indian films. Therefore, we have selected a few beautiful locations for shooting the film. The filming continued there for 2 weeks. The filming was wrapped on August 6, 2015 in Doha. In September 2015, almost all post-production work was completed, with only Mohanlal's dubbing part being left as he was working in another film. By the time the production team released a first-look motion poster on September 8, 2015 via YouTube. It was the first time that a Mohanlal film released a motion poster as part of the promotion work. The monster of 9 seconds shows Mohanlal in the backdrop of Middle East city Doha, which was shown with the tagline, "Every end has an old beginning." The music was released by Music 247 on September 17, 2015 in an event organized at Hotel Travancore Court, Kochi at 7 p.m. The soundtrack album was composed by Ouseppachan and Vinu Thomas, or Avinal Katai, with lyrics written by Dr. Madhu Vasudevan and Prakashmarar. It featured 5 songs. 4 of them were composed by Ouseppachan and 1 by Vinu Thomas. Directors Joshi Young, Kanal, and Thampi Kananthanan were special guests at the function. At the presence of the film crew and other invited guests, Joshi Young released the music. The first video song, or Avinal Katai, was released online by Music 247 on October 7 evening. The song features Anoop Menon, Sheelu Abraham, and child artist Akshar Kishore. The song, penned by Prakash Marar and music composed by Vinu Thomas, was sung by K.S. Chitra and Sudeep Kumar. The video of song Pathalkantho featuring Mohanlal and Honey Rose was released on October 16. The film released in Vijayadashami Day on October 22, 2015, in more than 100 theaters in Kerala. An official teaser of span 40 seconds was released on 6 October 2015. Filmabit.com gave it a positive review, calling it highly promising, and praised the dialogue in the teaser. On October 10, the official trailer was unveiled on YouTube and received positive responses in social medias. The television satellite right was sold pre-release to Surya TV. The film's DVD was released on January 2, 2016. The film received mixed reviews from the critics and audience alike. Akila Menon of Filmabit.com rated the film 2.5/5 and praised Mohanlal's performance and cinematography, but was critical about the film editing, songs, and screenplay. She said, "Director Padmakumar and scenarist Suresh Babu have succeeded in depicting a decent crime thriller. But the screenplay fails to keep the audience engaged after a point and falls into a slow pace at certain point." Nelson K. Paul of Malayalam-language rated the film 2.5/5 and concluded the review saying, "Kanal claims to be a revenge thriller, but the writing falters. Loopholes are aplenty in the plot. Even if one ignores them, the movie has very less to keep the viewers engaged." He also criticized the songs. A critic from BayEndwoods.com rated the film 2.5/5 and said, "Done differently, this movie would have approached greatness, but is a bit of a letdown, especially in the second half." The critic praised the technical department but described the background music as loud, jarring, and as a throwback to the 1980s. Sachin Jose of International Business Times awarded 2.5/5 and praised Mohanlal's remarkable performance but criticized the screenplay. He said, though the film failed to create twists of a typical thriller movie, it was the facial expressions and gestures by Mohanlal that kept alive the suspenses throughout the film. Also remarked a tighter screenplay would have made the film more engaging and given the viewers a more thriller-like experience. Paresh C. Policho of Rediff.com rated 2.5/5 and stated this film is made in a technically slipshod manner. It is the actors, led by Mohanlal, who strive hard to hold it together and almost succeed making it a decent watch. Also added, Mohanlal gives an effortless performance of a jovial man, who turns into a barbarian by the halftime. Chandrakant Vishwanath of the New Indian Express wrote it would have been a better outing if the movie was slimmer by chiseling out a few scenes. Sonia V. Matthew of Mathrubhumi stated by refraining from action scenes the director did his best to bring in that Hollywood-style craft. On the scripting side, the exaggerated dependence on fate to narrate the story is questionable. The opening day collection in Kerala box office was 81 Indian rupees lakh, $110,000. The film is said to have collected approximately 2 Indian rupees crore, $280,000, in 3 days from Kerala. It grossed 4.76 Indian rupees crore, $670,000, from theaters in 14 days of release. During the movie's conclusion, the character Anantaraman, played by Anoop Menon, quotes, "If you're miserable, edgy, and tired, you're in the perfect mood for journalism," by Warren Ellis, mistakenly as if Warren Ellis was a journalist. Unknown to the filmmakers, Warren Ellis is actually a comic book and fiction writer, and the quote is by Spider Jerusalem, the central character from his own comic book series Transmetropolitan.